The transformation of agricultural raw materials into foods that one can consume easily occurs through sophisticated chemical or industrial mechanical processes. In most cases, it alters the nutritional profile and extends the shelf life. However, it is the unhealthy amount of empty calories, sugar, saturated fat, and sodium that it contains that makes it unhealthy. From the beginning of processed food production, there were several concerns about the method of modification from their natural state, which was also blamed for harmful sodium, fat, and sugar levels. However, not all processed foods are harmful to one's health. To ensure the safety of perishable foods, such as fresh meat, dairy, fruits, and vegetables that are consumed outside of the harvest season or after their natural expiration date, some basic food processing is required. The concern, however, is with the products that make our health vulnerable to disease. Heavy processed foods contain a lot of empty calories. Furthermore, research indicates that consuming a lot of these foods is associated with an increased risk of a wide range of health issues and lifestyle-related diseases. Consuming processed food too frequently creates following health issues. 1. Obesity. Obesity is caused by eating too many processed foods or foods that are highly processed, resulting in fat accumulation in various body parts. The excess calories from the unhealthy fat in them exceed the total number of calories burned. It promotes weight gain and, if uncontrolled, leads to obesity. Many studies and evidence show a link between obesity and processed food consumption. The most common ingredients in processed foods and the leading cause of obesity are foods high in sodium, synthetic ingredients, additives, sugar, and refined products. 2. Higher risk for cancer. The main foods causing cancer, specifically colorectal cancer, are processed meats like lunch meat, bacon, sausage, hot dogs, beef jerky, or other meat products that undergo a chemical treatment to prevent rancidity. The risks are associated with the consumption of red meat, such as beef or pork, even in small amounts that use chemicals to preserve these meats or the cooking method, both of which are associated with exposure to carcinogenic substances. 3. Higher risk for a stroke. The sodium content of processed foods is frequently high, which can raise blood pressure. Blood flow through the arteries is restricted when your blood pressure is high. A stroke can occur when blood flow to the brain is interrupted. Furthermore, processed foods may contain trans fats such as partially hydrogenated oils, which may contribute to high cholesterol, heart disease, and stroke risk. 4. High risk of type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a complex condition with a variety of risk factors, including things like age and genetics. Dietary habits, on the other hand, are among the reversible factors, according to the research. Diets high in fried foods and sugar content can increase the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. 5. Dementia. A cohort study of nearly 500,000 people discovered that eating ultra-processed meats is associated with an increased risk of dementia. Refined sugar is commonly found in ultra-processed foods, which promotes inflammation and oxidative stress. And there's plenty of evidence linking a high refined sugar diet to decreased brain function and worsening mood disorders. 6. Harmful to your gut health. The so-called gut microbiome, which is the delicate balance of bacteria in the gut, may be harmed by additives found in ultra-processed foods, such as emulsifiers. According to research, additives in ultra-processed foods may disrupt the gut's delicate intestinal barrier, contributing to bowel issues such as irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, food intolerances, and even autoimmune conditions. 7. Anxiety and depression. Increased rates of anxiety and depression have also been linked to diets rich in processed foods. According to one theory, added sugars can cause havoc in your gut, where the majority of serotonin production occurs. Serotonin is an important mood stabilizer, and consuming chemical additives found in processed foods can impair the body's ability to maintain healthy levels of serotonin. 8. Your life expectancy may be reduced. According to the study, there is a link between consuming highly processed foods on a regular basis and cardiovascular disease and premature death. According to new research, people who consume more heavily processed foods such as breakfast cereals, sliced bread, ice cream and biscuits are more likely to develop heart or circulatory disease and die than those who consume less. In addition, according to a May 2019 study, eating more than 4 servings of processed foods per day was associated with a 62% increased risk of dying from non-age-related causes. The researchers went on to say that for every additional serving of processed food, those chances increased by 18%. The bottom line is a diet that contains more highly processed foods typically contains fewer fruits and vegetables, which are major sources of antioxidants and fiber and are crucial for maintaining good health. However, eliminating all processed foods isn't always the best solution. Instead, prioritize minimally processed foods over ultra-processed foods, which should be consumed in moderation. The risks of processed foods can include long-term negative effects on your health if they make up a large portion of your diet.